You go into any world that is Quest compatible, and you immediately hear fucking Timmy. Like, nah, G, that's not what I'm into.
Just go into the McDonald's server, there is a McDonald's map, go in there and just listen for 2 minutes. You ain't going to hear one grown person.
Hey, have you seen that one from TikTok? Hey.
Bro, it sucks, bro. Like, ideas come out to you and they're like, woo.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. It's really odd seeing kids in lobbies they shouldn't be in, just like this one. Because I'm serious, I literally met 5-year-old kids in this lobby. There's definitely a problem with like kids in VRC. I think it should they should have like a 18 plus thingy.
I literally just joined probably about a week ago, and I can already tell you that yes, it does. I would say probably 90%. I had to go through probably like 10, 20 different servers to find a single adult infestation. Something that I had noticed was, because right now I'm using a Quest, and I was using standalone. It wasn't using the PC VR, and there's a lot. I've noticed that once I connected it to my PC and used like virtual desktop and started running Steam, there's a lot less children. Or maybe it's time of day. That's a dope skin, my dude. Yeah, there's a Mew in there.
Every room I enter in VRChat, and I'm fairly new to it, I've been here for a month only, the kids are here because it's a free app and kids don't have credit cards, and parents have failed. I've seen so many sketchy people. It's not a good place. I'm having fun in certain worlds, and I've met maybe 5% of the people are cool, you included. It's too many kids. It is a problem.
To be perfectly honest, I can't even just do it with certain people. I can't talk with them. I can't hear them. It's gotten to the point that kids have already taken over VR chat. And it's every single day that I come on here, every single time, all these kids just go and acting crazy. If you ask me, VR chat should be 18 plus, and anyone who doesn't apply to that should be banned.
VRChat in and of itself is like a PG-13 game, I believe. It would be better if there are worlds that basically split that age between two parts. One is under 18 and the other one is above 18. Basically, right now, the split is if you play on a PC-only world or if you play on a PC and a Quest-optimized world. PC and Quest optimized world, you're gonna have a lot of kids. But if you play on a PC only world, then you will get, well, you will still get kids, but you'll get kids that are either, let's say, smarter, quote unquote.
As the game gets older, its population gets more used to the game, you know? And with VR chat, I feel like that hurts it a bit. You need a lot of new people coming in, bringing their goofy personalities, bringing their reactions to all the weird stuff, or else you just get people that are kind of used to it, kind of chill. They want to lay in front of the mirror and chit chat, which isn't bad. It's not bad, but you don't get those weird little knuckle fellas running around. Also, a lot more little kids these days. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know who did that. I don't know who let him in. It wasn't me.
It's Facebook.
I mean, VRChat is just a haven for, like, people who don't fit into society anyways. And that describes me perfectly well. I have autism, so it's really hard. Yeah, I'm definitely not afraid to admit it, but some are, and that's okay. Like, there are gonna be people who judge, but I'm certainly not gonna be one of those. For me, at least, I get to surround myself with people without actually being there, in a way, because I tried going to parties, but I just come to the conclusion that I don't like them, so. And even I don't like it, like going to them here, but I want to at least try.
People can get really immersed in a video game, but you can lose your reality. Like, people live in VR. Like, they wake up, they drink for 4 hours, they change world, drink more, and this becomes their reality. I reckon you two are old enough to remember the original 2011 Minecraft trailer, where it said, let's go to a world where you can do anything, build anything, go anywhere. And people did with Minecraft. With virtual reality, it is so much bigger and can do so much. It's an untapped technology. It's only been around concretely for the last 5 years. And even just now, at the early stages, I mean, look where we are. I mean, you can do this. You can see that in your living room. It is so hard to describe in words how it feels to be in VR. A lot of it is just being in a space.
Only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing.
I think that the game should 100% be 18 plus, or at least, no, actually, yeah, I've thought about this a little bit. There's absolutely a kid problem on this game. Well, at this point, there is no solution. The way that the solution that I speak of is like past tense. You can't do that anymore. VR chat has become way too mainstream to, randomly just release them. They did EAC, got rid of the modding, but if all they said, hey, we're going to make the game 18 plus, and, or like, let's say, no, let's be realistic. Hey, we're going to make the game like 17, 16 plus. It'd be shooting themselves in the leg because they already have this massive player base. They're already making all this money. There's no way that they could solve this kid problem that the player base feels, but the executives do not feel.
I think that they should just have better parental controls. I think that parents need to really start stepping up, and they need to have some kind of voice verification that'll register children's voices and then like dispute ones that say they aren't. Just try and it won't get rid of everyone, because there's always that kid that's smart enough to have a voice changer. It can fool things like ToxMod and other apps that are designed for that, but they need to try harder. And the reason they don't is probably profits. They probably get a lot of venture capital because there's a lot of advertising, there's different kinds of things that go on here. It's a very popular app, so there's a lot of influencing that can be done.
I like to chill with my friends and stuff, but sometimes we go to public lobbies and all I hear is children screaming. I think there is no point in making a solution because at this point, there would be enough to fake ages. People are smart enough to be like, oh yeah, I'm this age, I can be whatever I want. But anyways, the absolute solution is IDs. IDs is the absolute solution if you want to get rid of kids.
We got to educate the parents and the older generation, much like my generation wasn't educated on the internet. When I was growing up in the 90s, we had access to the internet and that shit was not filtered. I saw shit way too young that just your parents didn't think anything of it.
Well, to be fair, I was like, I don't know, 18 when I started playing this, but I don't really play much. Like, I only have like 1,000 hours across 5 years. I like to use it a lot, but at the same time, I like to put a limit on how much I use it a day, like, at least 2 hours? Because I still need that grasp of reality, and sometimes I can get sick having this on my face all day. Like, I cannot stand it. For me, anyways, I always have like a go outside for at least once a day quota, which I have not filled out yet today, but I'll get there eventually.
This game kind of made me face a lot of social issues I had in my life, like being able to talk to people, and also just social shit, like cues going into situations and being able to talk. This game definitely helped me with that, and I'm not sure, I guess I really like being an anime woman too. At this point, I feel like it's just kind of like part of my end of day schedule. That's the schnaz that this has to it. You could go out and go to a place to chill, whether it be a bar, whether it be anywhere, and you can do that from the comfort of your own home. And you can also be an anime girl.
Yes, but I'd like to elaborate because I think it can easily be taken the wrong way. So yes, I think VRChat has a kid problem, but I think that people believe children under the age of 15, 16, 17 and below just shouldn't use the game, which I don't agree with. I think there's a way to manage it, either by world or by account or by some system that will allow us to filter when necessary who it is that we hang around with.
I don't know if it's a direct cause of it, but I struggle to socialize. Like, I will never start up anything with anyone ever. I don't know. So I just do the oddest things when I'm stressed or, filled with anxiety. Like, big thing I do is I just say meow randomly, meow like a cat. I always say, just embrace who you are and you'll be happy in life. Yeah, sure, there's going to be people who judge you for your quirks and what you do, but you got to think back to yourself. Are you really doing anything wrong? No, so why fret?
But that's because, they extend out to the Quest and stuff like that. It's a lot more consumer friendly, a lot more people are getting into it. But going to a more popular world, a world that has like a lot more people in it. Like, the pug usually only has like 200, 300 people at a time. But a cat has like 1,000 people in it or something. Not at a time, not in one world, but like, 1,000 across. There's a lot more worlds to hop across. That's why I have a lot of fun in this game talking to people. Like when I found the pug, at least, past 5 p.m., the pug's pretty cool. But this game definitely has a kid problem.
Like, okay, there's a lot of children and it gets really fucking annoying, but there's also, I guess, it's so diverse because you can walk in, there's literally every kind of person on this game.
So we either need a way of verifying ages, we either need the same way we have Quest and PC's variants of Worlds, we either need an 18 plus and 18 minor version of Worlds, or something that allows us to manage the community as a whole, that allows it to grow and prosper, because because, you know, there's a lot of kids that were 16 when VRChat first came out who are now 20 and 21.
Then again, with age verification comes the problem that a lot of people would just say, well, and if it's just a simple question, how old are you? Then everyone's gonna say, well, I'm 500 years old.
I see a lot of growth. There's a large distance that it has traveled because the first time that I had used VR was 5-6 years ago. And at that time, with the amount of stuff that you had, it was so basic and so bare bones. It's definitely come very far since then.
I think my message would go out to the parents, basically. They should be looking after whatever their children are doing.
Kindness is contagious. When you are kind, you inspire others. Be the spark. Spreading kindness merchandise available now.